welcome to This Old Yoda. And what do we have today? Nothing other than my favorite old Yoda of all time. This is my midlife crisis. This is my 2008 Toyota Land Cruiser with 181,000 miles, and I love it. It's the best car I've ever owned. I'm a recovering sports car addict, specifically Mustangs. Yeah, I know, there's a self-inflicting wound with owning a Mustang, but another day, another story. Anyway, this is my midlife crisis. I went from a lifelong vision of owning a fleet of Mustangs to now deciding that I'm going to own a fleet of old Yodas. That's probably the safer, more reliable, and cost-effective way to share my car passion and hobby with you. So join me as we talk about my 2008 Toyota Land Cruiser, aka the smart guy's midlife crisis. So when I say midlife crisis, what do I mean? Well, my entire life, I envisioned myself turning 40 and buying a Mustang and then another and another and another and having a fleet of Mustangs I could look at in my garage. And as I took that opportunity on and kind of visualized what that would look like, I realized I did not want the ownership and maintenance cost of a Fox body Mustang, because I remember owning them when I was younger and always asking, has the heater core been changed, and not wanting to take the dashboard apart for something as simple as that, and that kind of mechanically totaling at least one Fox body I've had in the past. I also didn't want to go into the headache of figuring out which 4.6 liter engine I wanted, because I was always a 5.0 addict, but I do realize there's some beautiful 4.6 options out there. But the more I looked, the more I realized I didn't want to spend the money on something that was just for myself when I've got a family that likes to adventure, I've got a family that likes to be outside, and we want to travel and see more of the world and more of the places to go that families would love adventuring. As I started to consider what that looked like, I started to come across this idea of the Toyota Land Cruiser being the go-anywhere vehicle. So I started doing some research, and I quickly discovered the reliability in the Toyota name. Not only that, did I quickly discover that there's a special factory that the Land Cruisers are built in Japan that takes special care. Even the way the engine blocks are made, they're poured from the metal is poured from the bottom up to ensure less air bubbles in the block of the engine. The chassis, the frame is all overbuilt to handle off-roading. There's built-in crawl control features that take on hills like this for newbie off-roaders like me. I've never been off-roading until 6 months ago, but I realized that there's more adventure in a vehicle like this that fits my family, my dogs, my drones, my fun, my life, everything that I can think of, than there will ever be in a Mustang that I take out in the weekends, possibly bang up and crash, possibly have fun when I shift to first, second, third, realize that third gear synchro is out of whack. Anyway, I'm sharing horror stories of the past. Those are no more. Now, I've got a beautiful, fun future to look through the glass of this wonderful Toyota Land Cruiser. These beautiful, anyway, we'll talk, we can go over the beauty of this car another day. But the fact of the matter is, this engine is a reliable engine. You'll see these cars for sale, commonly priced at the same price you're going to see new cars for sale with 100,000 miles or more. As this particular generation, the 200 series, which came out in 2008, starts to age, I imagine the price is going to decrease and then start increasing, like we're seeing the 100 series prices start to increase. I also firmly believe that with the Land Cruiser leaving the U.S. market, in another 10 years, cars like this are going to be just gems that you just can't find anymore, because people won't want to sell them. So if you can go ahead and you can figure out a way to squeeze this midlife crisis into your life, I would suggest doing it, because you're going to retain value. You're going to have a car that could theoretically be your forever car if you're one of those people. If you're looking to take on a car that you know you can predict consistent maintenance, this is a great car. I just got this with 181,000 miles. There's a lot to be said about a 13-year-old car. When I got it, the dealership needed to change the radiator, needed brakes. I think one of the idle pulleys needed to get changed. Normal maintenance for a car that is 13 years old with 181,000 miles. If you own a car and expect to never change your radiator, let me know what car that is and let me know what radiator you put in there, because I've never seen that happen. But in the lifetime of a car, especially if you plan on owning it 10, 12, 20, 30 years, yeah, 30 years is a realistic option. Take the time, look on Facebook Marketplace, look up the Toyota Land Cruiser. Go back to the 90s. Tell me if you can find one for under 10 grand that's rust-free. Tell me if you can find one that is in great condition for less than 12 grand even. These things are solid. You'll find these things going for 15 to 20 grand, 97 with 300,000 miles, special edition, triple locked, everything else. They're tanks, they run forever. Now you may say, well, it's the first generation of the 2008. I'm pretty confident at this point in time, 13 years later, still running, still operable. Electronics have not changed much. It's got the KDSS system. It's got just about everything you need to go off-roading. And it's technology Toyota's been using for years at that point in time. It's not new technology they threw in. It's tried and true. It's been established. It works. The KDSS system has been part of Toyota, even on the GX470s and the older Land Cruisers, those options. This thing just works. I can't tell you how much fun I've already had. I've only owned it a few weeks, but I've taken it on an hour-and-a-half trip up into the mountains. I have a few more trips planned later this week to go do some cool things that I probably would never even imagine in the Mustang. The best part about it is it doesn't matter what your lifestyle is. If you like traveling, like getting on the go, throw everything in the back and get up and go. If you need to throw a trailer on the back, yeah, you could tow a little bit. If you want to throw a rooftop tent on there, or you want to throw some extra cargo storage, the roof can handle it. If you got a family of 5, you can put 3 in the second row or 1 in the back row and a little extra space in the back for luggage. I'm not going to say that third row is for an adult, but if you got a young kid or some 10, 12-year-old, they'll love lounging back there. It'll be a nice place for them to sit. So, if you're having a midlife crisis and you're unsure what the best choice is for you, maybe you're a recovering sports car addict and you need to kind of shift gears because the family is going in a different direction, check out a Toyota Land Cruiser. I guarantee you will not be disappointed. Thanks for tuning in to This Old Yoda. This old Yoda is my favorite old Yoda, but not my only old Yoda. I've got some plans, some work. These are the black method rims. I'm not touching those, but chrome must go. That is a rule in all of my cars. Chrome delete is mandatory, so the chrome's gonna go eventually. Few more things planned, maybe a lift, maybe not. We'll see how many people wanna see it. But I got a question for you. We're not gonna do it today. Who wants to see me go up this hill and crawl control in reverse? Yeah, I've done it before. Give me a like, give me a subscribe, comment below. Let me know if you want to see this hill crawl control in reverse in this car. We'll do it from give you an aerial view, tripod view, as well as in-car view, and kind of mix it up a little bit and have some fun with it. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you like, comment, make sure you let me know you're ready to see this hill and crawl control in reverse. It is just fun. You don't need crawl control, but why not use it because it's there? Thanks for tuning into This Old Yoda. Subscribe, like, tune in. Adventures, family, fun, midlife crisis for dads. Like here. This is where you need to be. We'll talk soon. Thanks for tuning into This Old Yoda. Come out and check out these old Yodas as I have fun with them, because I know you'll enjoy watching it. Talk to you later.